Howdy, friend. How are you? Welcome to step one of the process here. We're going to begin this process by spending quite a bit of time exploring some really basic meditation practices that I have broken down, really from beginner steps to slightly more advanced concepts and practices that just incrementally get a little bit more, I don't know, I guess we'll call them complex or involved. But we're going to start someplace really basic. We're going to start with conscious breathing. So, in the introduction, I talked a little bit about the real intention of this time together is just to simply be more conscious, to be more aware, to learn how to connect to ourselves more deeply, and to have a better understanding of who we are and our place in this world, right? And one of the things that can really help in that process and has been incredibly helpful and has really been transformative for me is meditation. Now, meditation serves this process in a couple ways. First and foremost is it allows us to just be with ourselves. You know, Here I am in a beautiful nature spot, and it's just me and nature and whatever's going on inside of me in my internal world, whether it's emotional things that are coming up, thoughts that are racing, or even just feeling physical sensations with inside my body and with my body. Being still and being silent and being with myself allows me to be aware of all of those things. So it's a great step in self-awareness. Just meditation has been a key component of this journey for me. So we're going to start doing quite a bit of meditating together. The other thing that's really important about meditation and how it can serve us is that it helps us become more conscious, and more specifically, it just allows us to be very aware and very present. So what we're going to do in these first few exercises together, I'm going to offer up some really simple ways for us to train our focus and our conscious mind to be attentive and to be very present with different aspects of ourselves. So we're going to begin today with conscious breathing. So the practice now, and what I'm going to recommend you do and practice for at minimum the next week on a daily basis, is the really simple practice of conscious breathing. It is exactly what it sounds like. We are going to sit here quiet in nature together, and we're just going to close our eyes, turn our awareness inward, and we're just going to train our focus on our breath. And we're going to do it today for 5 minutes together. I think that's a good place to start. If you feel more ambitious, as you strengthen your concentration, your ability to focus, you can increase the amount of time that you sit in meditation and just focus on your breathing. There's no right or wrong way to do it necessarily. Do it for whatever amount of time feels right to you and feels like you're getting the value and the benefit. And that value and benefit should simply be learning how to be still, number one. Two, learning how to just connect with your breath. Your breath is your life-giving force. This is what allows energy to move in and through and around you as you move through this life experience. So we're going to connect to this vital life-giving force, the breath, and just be conscious and be present with it. Now, the other thing I will say is this is a meditation practice. It's a practice. It's a practice. We're going to do it over and over and over again. And sometimes the practice is going to be good. Sometimes we'll sit, we'll connect to our breath, and we can stay trained, keeping our focus trained on our breath for 5 straight minutes. Great. Some days it might be a struggle. It might be a little bit of a battle to keep our mind and our conscious awareness focused on our breath. That's okay too, though, because what we have provided for ourselves here is we've allowed the breath to be an anchor, a simple place for us to return to. Again, connecting to that life-giving force, connecting to our body. So if our thoughts start to drift and we start thinking about, did I leave the stove on? What's the kids' schedule tomorrow? What am I going to eat for lunch? If our mind starts to go there, we can just remind ourselves, oh, I'm supposed to be focusing on my breath. Go back to the breath. It's a very simple practice. So this is the first step, learning how to train ourselves to be still, to be with ourselves, but most importantly, learning how to focus and concentrate on that life-giving force, the breath inside of us. So without further ado, when this fly goes away and stops bugging me, let's do a meditation together. So wherever you are now, go ahead and get comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting or lying down. I prefer to meditate lying down, but for the purposes of this work together, I'm going to go ahead and sit and guide you through this meditation. So I'll give you a second to kind of just settle in, and we're going to do this for 5 straight minutes. Okay? So go ahead and find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just tune yourself into the sound of my voice for now. And just begin to breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Just gently breathe. And slowly become aware of the quality of your breath. So don't try to force anything or do anything other than just simply be aware. Be aware of the breath. Is it short? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Does it feel like tension? Does it feel like relaxation? Just pay attention to the quality of the breath. As you inhale through the nose and exhale out your mouth. Just keep your mind trained on the breath. Inhale, being aware that you're inhaling. Exhale, aware that you're exhaling. As you continue to breathe, draw that breath deep into your belly, expanding the stomach, the diaphragm. Exhale. Breathe out nice and easy. Keeping your focus and attention trained on the breath. See if you can ease into a longer, deeper, slower inhale and exhale. As you become more and more comfortable with your breath, more and more conscious of your breathing. Just be with your breath for the next minute and a half. Continuing to stay connected to your breath and conscious of your breathing. Here at the end, let's just continue to inhale. And as you inhale, imagine breathing in vibrant gold and white light as it comes into the body. And as you exhale, you release and feel that white gold light spread throughout the entire body, just filling yourself up, feeling more and more relaxed, more and more at peace. And just go ahead and do that 5 more times, taking a big deep breath in, charging yourself up with white light. Exhale, release, feeling more relaxed. Another big deep breath in. Exhale, release. 3 more times, big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Great, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Feeling yourself with gold and white light. Imagine yourself radiating a bright and peaceful gold and white. Last time, big deep breath in. Exhale, release. We'll give thanks for this opportunity to practice together. Give thanks to the breath and all its life-giving force. And most importantly, we'll give thanks for this opportunity to be alive and breathing. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. That felt really nice. How'd that feel for you? There's some questions and some reflections to engage with in the prompts connected to this video. So I encourage you to go ahead and engage there, journal and reflect for yourself, or feel free to share any reflections or insights working with this practice, or even questions that you have. Feel free to share them in the community. Like I said earlier, I would recommend, at least for the next week, becoming familiar with this and learning to master this conscious breathing technique. It may take a day, it may take a month, it may take a year. Move at your own time, move at your speed, move in your own pace, but give it some time. Give it at least a week to work with this daily before moving on to the next video, as it sets a really solid foundation for the next step, the next meditation that we're gonna learn together. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for partaking in this practice with me, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next video when you've mastered this conscious breathing technique. Adios.